And I think that we can safely say that when we celebrate the President's birthday next year, Leah will be home with her mother, because prayer is powerful, and the prayers of Virginia Women for Trump have been proven over and over again. We have had miracles, and we thank God right here now. We are all gathered together in God's name, and we are thanking Him that He is sending Leah home very, very soon.
Thank you so much for coming here. So on that note, let's just remember that there are people out there that are not as fortunate as all of us. We are very blessed to be here, just to be in the Trump Hotel. Oh, I posted this on Twitter, and so many people told me how much they wish they could have come. So just remember that sometimes when you think your life is a little bit rough, it's not. You are a blessed people to be citizens of the United States of America. That is powerful. By the mere fact you're born here or you immigrated here and became a citizen, that's a powerful thing. All right, where's my next speaker? Peter Tickton, where are you? Ah, there he is. So, we have a special guest, somebody that's going to give us all the dirt on Donald Trump when he was in high school. What was he like?
Thank you, Jesse. And thank you so much, Alice, for inviting me here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely a blessed person, just like you said, Jesse. We all are. This is a very sad situation that's going on in different parts of the world. 150 lives did not get taken the other day because we have a president that has a heart and vision. So let's get into that. I remember the day after his inauguration, there was marches and there were people saying that Donald Trump is not my president. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is my president. He's your president. He's America's president, and one of the greatest, if not the greatest, of all presidents. And my words will come true, you'll see. You know, recently, we look at the news, we see what's going on with Iran. I don't know of any other president who had ever been able to orchestrate what Donald Trump has orchestrated. He put Iran into a very beautiful situation for us. No nukes. That's the deal. What's Iran's choice? Iran had the choice. The easy way or the hard way. That's it. But there's not going to be any nuclear weapon threat from them, and it has to be done now. We'd rather go to war with Iran before they have nuclear weapons than after they have nuclear weapons. It has to be taken care of, and this is a man who understands what he needs to do. But where did all this come from? Where did he get these ideas? Well, 55 years ago, we graduated from high school. Now, I know that's longer ago than any of the women in this room have been on the planet. The fact of the matter is, this is what we were taught. He was taught in his first year at New York Military Academy, you got a choice. You're going to march, you're going to be clean, you're going to be sued for inspections, you're going to be trained, and you're going to do it our way, and you have a choice. It's the easy way, or it's the hard way. And that's what Donald Trump learned. He learned then how to color between the lines, how to be law-abiding, how to follow through and do what you need to do and accomplish things within that space. And this is a man who not only learned to color between the lines, he learned how to build skyscrapers between the lines. When I found out that the Mueller report was going to be coming out, which we've all been waiting for, I had no doubt, and I put it in my posts. I knew for a fact they would find nothing. How do I know that they would find nothing? It's because Donald Trump is law-abiding. The people who thought that they had some kind of insurance policy. Do you all know about the insurance policy? Am I telling anybody here anything new? Well, where would they get it in their heads that they have the insurance policy? If we can penetrate his campaign, if we can start looking at this man really carefully, get his 1.5 million documents, really take a good look at this man, we're going to find dirt. And how do they know? George Bernard Shaw said, "The punishment of a liar is not in the least that he cannot be believed, but rather that he cannot believe others." We look at this world through our own spectrum. And the reason that they thought that they would be able to get this man, if he ever came to power, is because they're criminals. And believe me, the die is cast. The investigations have begun. And these criminals are going to come to justice. You guys probably want to know a little bit about Donald Trump. I mean, I got activated. I got active. I became active when they were calling him a bully and when they called him a bigot. Because I know this man. We were 17 years old together. He was my captain. I was his platoon sergeant. He'd tell me what we need to do, and I'd make sure I got it all done, or get everybody on board to get everything done that we needed to do, because that's the way it works at New York Military Academy. He was a captain. Now, you can be a bully when you're 17 years old. If you're ever going to be a bully in life, it's going to be when you're 17 years old. When you're the captain of a company, and you're bigger and stronger than almost everybody else in the company. If you're going to be a bully, that's when you're going to do it. I've seen captains of some of the companies go up to men in formation or boys in formation and hit them with their knee in a place that I can't describe right now. I've seen bullies. Donald Trump was no bully. It's not that he was rarely a bully. It's not that he hardly ever did anything like this. Donald Trump was never that way. He got performance through his leadership at the age of 17 because nobody wanted to disappoint him, because we appreciated what we had with him. Here he was, a B+ or A student in a school where you got admitted on the basis of your IQ test. 1 out of 7 were admitted in our years. And here he was, near the top of his class. If you see a picture of him, and I thought there was going to be a picture of him on the screen. You see those stars over there on his collar? That's because he's an A student. So these idiots that are saying he probably is not that smart, they don't know what they're saying. And as far as being a bigot, one of my fondest memories of Donald Trump was when I was the worst player on our soccer team. He was one of the best. And everybody else on our soccer team pretty well was Latino, Hispanics. They came up, they were part of our school, but they played soccer where most of the Americans played American football. And I'll never forget Donald's face and the way he was on that bus, because being the worst player of the team, I was made into the manager. Okay? That was the word that they used in those days. Now they have a new word for it. It's called nerd. And Donald was always the kind of guy who would smile and want to talk to you and listen to what you have to say like you're a real person, like you're a real human being. That's the way he is. That's Donald Trump. As far as being a ladies' man, he was elected ladies' man in our senior year because my friend Celia Arriaga became the most popular, and we wanted him to have something, but believe me, he was no ladies' man because we had no ladies. We were 99 guys, and I'll tell you this about our 99 guys. Some of them are Democrats. Some of them are Republicans. Some of them don't know what they are. I think they all think that they're guys, though. But I will tell you this, not one of them, not one, has a bad word to say about Donald Trump, no matter which side they're on, because they know this man. You don't know anybody until you live with them, and we live with them. Let me just say in closing that I know Donald Trump. I know him well. I know him from the time we were 17. It's not like we go and chat. You know, I say hello, and we wish each other well in these days. But I trust him. I trust Donald Trump with my life. I trust Donald Trump with your lives. I trust Donald Trump with America and all it stands for. And thank God that we have Donald Trump in our lives to take over and run this country. Thank you so much.